Back in the summer of 1995, my family and I moved into a house outskirts 2 acres of woods. Nice 2-story, dark blue shade that popped out with the greenery all around. My father worked graveyard shifts at this time, so really only saw him after school. Think that's how he convinced my mom to get Bailey, a goofball of a yellow lab, but my best friend. Now my mom has been a vet technician for a few decades at this point and 100% a cat person. She put up with Bailey, but all in all my responsibility. Though side note, she did feed a deer that would walk up on the 2nd-story balcony. A few months go by and everything was normal as each day went. One night, I was awoken by Bailey growling/snarling at the door, so I fumbled my glasses and put them on. Only way I can describe what I saw once my eyes focused was a floating mist that took half of the doorway, semi-transparent and hovering there. Being 6 years old, fear took me and I cried and screamed for my mom, who came to see what's wrong. Before she turned on the light though, I peeked. She walking into the mist, and when the light came on vanished. Scared me so bad, needed a light source for a while though my fears were placed with the wrong thing. A few weeks go by with no sight of the mist, but Bailey never left my side. Then late in the night, Bailey got off the bed and whined at the door till I woke. Slowly I opened the door holding her collar. We step out to see my mom standing in the kitchen, just looking at the cabinets. Slow sway as she stood there. I called out to her and got nothing, so panicked we backing into the room and locked the door. Caught her a few more times here and there through the house and brought it up to my father. Remember playing cards with dad when she asked him if he was sitting on the foot of the bed they have last night, but dad was at work, so he was at a lose to what she could have seen. Cut to just after Christmas and mom has been still walking around, but now opening things. Grabbed some bread and brought it to counter. So odd but not crazy. Had a bad dream one night and asked if Bailey and I could sleep in her room. After a debate, Bailey went back to my room and I got on the other side of the waterbed. Was awoken by my mom shouting, "What do you want?" I turned to meet her gaze and there at her end of the bed was a shadow of a man, cowboy-style hat, not moving, never spoke, and even as we ran to get out of the house, was still sitting there. Went and stayed at grandma's house rest of the night. Next day, dad took off, so was fun and playful morning, right? Down to a pizza joint nearby. As night rolled in, we all went to bed and will state I did slightly shut my door, was jolted awake after hearing the door hit the wall, and as I turned in blurry vision I could tell was my mom. I called her. No answer or movement, so I put my glasses on. There she stood with her 1,000-year stare, slightly wobbly, but clutching a knife. I sunk into the corner, Bailey by my side as we shake. 10 minutes of her standing, she turns and walks away. Before slamming the bedroom door shut, dad rushed over to the door and couldn't open it. A 250-pound man could not break down a door, a woman no more. Then 130 just shut and can't lock. We had to wait for the morning before mom called out that she was trapped inside. Waiting for her to move 8 picture frames, she shouted she couldn't move the cedar chest. That blocked the door. Dad ended up breaking down the door and just kept asking how she moved it last night, but can't tonight. Imagine like an actual pirate chest, full of photos, books, bags, act. From where it was from the door, that would have been about 15 feet from the door. We moved out 2 days after that night. My mom still slept walk till I was about 16. Never seen the mist nor the man, but neither do I want to.